Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
All right, everybody, welcome in as we get rocking and rolling here on a thankful Thursday. And what a thankful day it is. Time is 7:40, and thanks for waking up with us on your favorite. If you're on the show every day as a guest, then it's true. It is your favorite show, so I'm not being dishonest by that. So we want to welcome you in on your favorite show this morning. Good morning, Huntsville. And you know what makes this show great? You, the listener, you, the viewer, those of you that are on social media. We've been doing this now, closing in on 780 episodes. We're getting really close to that 800 mark. And it's amazing to think about 800 times that we've had the privilege of connecting with you in the morning, something that I'm still extremely energetic about. The old me, I'm not a morning person. I'm still not a morning person. And we had to do something when we came back to Huntsville 3 years ago to figure out how to make a living. And I wanted to stay in line with what I felt that the Lord had put in my heart was in media and broadcasting. And I'll get to the inspiration right away this morning, Josh, that sometimes we are so busy looking for opportunities that we forget that God has given us everything that we need to create opportunities. Maybe there's something that you've always wanted to do, and sure, you can't just wish something into existence. Or if you want to broadcast in the NBA, you can't just show up and start broadcasting for an NBA team. But there are things that you can do to create a pathway for the dreams that maybe the Lord's put in your heart. For me, broadcasting was always one of those things. And growing up, I had tried so hard to get in with local radio in Austin. I even called stations around there when I was younger and said, I'll come in and I'll clean the studio for free. And I was surprised because not one of them took me up on the offer. It wasn't until I had an opportunity to be on with a Friday night football program one night. They allowed me to come in, and it's called Friday Fan Stand. And I came in and sat down, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, sitting with those guys and listening at them. And they were sitting on a table similar to this. They were just sitting around talking about high school football on a Friday night in the Austin area. And there was a fire that continued to burn in me, and I was seeking opportunities, but they just weren't coming my way. And so my buddy Carl and I, we created something called SHN, Shoning Hip Network. Carl's dad was with the San Antonio Spurs for 26 years before his retirement a year ago. And I told Carl, I said, let's just do our own thing. We were previously working for another great company. They taught us some things in the industry, but there was different things that I wanted to do just with a technology background. And we found several teams that weren't part of their network. We didn't want to take away from what other people were doing. We just wanted to kind of do our own thing. And so we created that. And long story short, we created that, and it ended up turning into a Division III college job for me. And we created that opportunity, and we weren't even seeking that. I remember distinctively the coach came on my morning show and said, hey, we're really interested in having you call our games. And I said, well, Coach, there's another company that does that. And he said, man, if you'd like to, we're open to the idea. And so because of his blessing and wanting us to do it, we did it. And that's what I'm getting at this morning. I want to start off right on the right foot this morning, that maybe there's something that you have been waiting on for a long time, and patience is key. Boy, I've been hearing the word patience nonstop, especially these last, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 months. But I want to tell you something this morning, that you have to have the motivation and the desire. If you really want to do something, get up and start creating a pathway to that this morning. Something that Pastor Jason here at First Baptist Church taught me a few years ago when we started attending here and then eventually got on staff here. He taught me this. He said, it's not always about the dreams that we have, although those dreams are okay. He said, focus on the dreams that the Lord has for you. I want to encourage you this morning. It doesn't matter if you're 2 years old or 92. There's still a plan and a purpose for your life. We have a gentleman here in our church that is up in his years, and he is one of the biggest mentors in my life. He continues to pour into me and shares his faith and what the Lord has done over his 9 decades on this earth. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's so important to be around people who have been here, because those people that have been here, they've been here and they've done that. Listen to your elders. Listen to their stories, and especially for young people. And I'm saying this to you as much as I am to myself. My dad taught me sometimes, even though I'm on this microphone and talk a lot, when I'm around other people who have a story and I'm not on this mic, man, I'll zip it. I've learned that it's so important to let your ears be open more than your mouth and remain teachable. And maybe that's a message for somebody this morning out there that is just trying to figure out what's the next step. Well, the first step of the next step is get on your knees and pray. That's always the first step. If you're waiting for the next step, the first step that you need to do right now is get on your knees and pray. And then the next step after that is you've got to be active. You cannot sit around and wait on opportunities, because opportunities will pass you by. You have to be active and seek avenues for what you feel that you are called to do. The Lord will provide, but you've got to do the work. You have to get up. You have to do things. I was talking with Josh. By the way, Josh, good morning. Thanks for picking me up today, man, after the truck debacle yesterday.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's your Thankful Thursday going, man?
Pretty good. It's been, I woke up this morning without my alarm. I don't know why my alarm didn't go off. I woke up like 23 minutes after my alarm, and I feel energetic and ready to go.
Man, I like that. It's because you came and picked me up this morning, Josh. That's why.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe every morning I'll just leave. Once my truck gets repaired, I'll just leave it. You can pick me up every morning, all right?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding, man. But thank you. Josh, by the way, picked me up. The truck debacle saga continues. This morning as we were leaving the neighborhood, the truck is still there. There's a cone in front of it now.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm this morning, I didn't drive back through there yesterday. I go through the back entrance. I was like, I'm avoiding that right now. I'm not going to get in the middle of that. Here's the deal. We drove through that this morning, Josh, about the same exact time that I smacked into that truck yesterday. Mm-hmm. And as Josh is my witness, as we drove, you don't have much time to notice that truck with the sun in your eyes. Is that a valid statement?
Yeah, it is.
The shadow of where the sun stops and that truck is, the truck is hidden in the shadow. And at 7:15, the sun is coming right through those trees, immediately in your face. And if you are going the speed limit, let me be clear about this. If you are going the speed limit and you hit that at the exact right time, there is a pretty good chance that you too could be taking your vehicle to a body shop.
Yeah.
The only way that you could avoid that, and you have to hit it at the right, we hit it at the right time. There's like a 15-minute window, man. I really think you got to be driving below the speed limit, and you better be 1,000,000% looking straight ahead. Don't be looking to see if another car's turning in or anything. You better be looking straight ahead. And if you're not, it's going to be not kitty for your truck too.
Well, also, like, you have to look and see if there's another car coming so that you don't hit them.
Yeah, praise the Lord, man. Because if yesterday, if there would have been another that could have been even worse.
Yeah.
And then also me not having the children, man, that would have scared my two little ones to pieces. I'm thankful that they were not with me yesterday.
Yeah.
We were talking this morning. I was talking to Josh on the way in, and it's so important. And this is a Thankful Thursday, and we talk all the time about the Lord on this program, but I'm specifically going to mention something this morning. You know, there's songs and Bible verses about the joy of the Lord is our strength. I'm going to tell you this morning that if you find true joy in the Lord, and you seek that, and stop seeking joy in this world. We all want to fit in. We all want to have a friend. We all want to feel like we have our place. But especially as Christians, we need to be reminded that we already have a place. The Lord has already prepared a place for us. And we have to stop focusing so much on finding happiness on this earth. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be happy. You should. But quit making that your main focus. You know, I'm in an industry where we're behind a microphone and we talk to people, and there's incredible satisfaction for me as a broadcaster to be in a college broadcast booth. I yearn for that. I do. One day, it's my prayer that one day I will be able to return to a Division I broadcast booth. And I've always said, hopefully somewhere local so we can stay rooted and planted right here in Huntsville. But, you know, I'm going on my 4th year of not being able to do that. In the first 2 years, right after we came back, I was hoping and praying, I said, Lord, open up a door somewhere. I don't care if it's here, if it's down the road, if it's an hour away, if it's 2 hours away, just somewhere, Lord, open the door. And he didn't, Josh, and he hasn't. And that's okay, because I've learned you have to find joy where you're at. Because if you continue to seek this next thing, then you're just going to be seeking the next thing. And eventually all the things that the Lord has prepared for you, you're going to forget about and skip over because you've been so busy trying to do you. I don't want to take this message in a wrong way that discourages somebody, especially a young person, from chasing their dreams. I think it's important to chase your dreams. All of us have been gifted talents and abilities in life to do something. But when we do those things, it's to do it for the glory of the Lord and not just say it, but actually do it. And so this morning, if you're out there and you're concerned about what's next, you're concerned maybe about where you are and you're saying, man, there's nothing here for me. I'm a living, walking testimony of this because, man, I had it all. I felt like I had it all, Josh. I was thankful for where I was at. Some changes came. I got discouraged, and I started looking for joy somewhere else. And I went and had a job that I thought was going to be this amazing career, and we were in a new place, and I thought, man, this is it. And then things with my dad, he started to decline in health and different family things, and there was no way. And I'm always going to put family first. It was just a turbulent season in our life. But I was so busy trying to find joy every day in something of this world that I completely forgot about having joy in the Lord. And yes, I was going to church and doing all these things that you think you should do, but I'm going to say something this morning that some of you may be like, what's he talking about? That even just going to church, if you go to church to find joy, you're missing the point. Find joy in the Lord first, and everything else will follow. So many times we walk into a building on a Sunday morning because it's what we think we're supposed to do. Now, yes, you need to go to church. I'm not just saying come here to First. We'd love to have you. But first and foremost, your relationship needs to be focused on the Lord. Now you go to church to grow and be with the fellowship of believers, and God calls us to come together and be united as one in the body of Christ. You know something the other day that hit me, Josh, that I never thought about? I love when people, especially believers, are bold enough to correct you and what you say. And I think that's so. We talked about this. Remember the other day we were talking about this. And I don't have anything figured out, man. If there was a book of figuring things out, I'm still on the first word of the first page. I'm on the copyright page. I haven't even got to chapter 1 yet. And I had said something the other day that I didn't even think about. And I was talking to a lady about just planting seeds. And I said, sometimes we're just called to plant seeds. And she told me, she's like, no, we're not. And I was like, well, what a minute. Wait, what are you talking about? She goes, that's part of what we do, but we're not called to do that. I said, what do you mean? She goes, we are called to go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I was like, whoa, man, come on, preach.
Yeah.
And we get sometimes wrapped up in things that we read, even in the Bible, which is great, but sometimes we compartmentalize and we know what we're called to do sometimes or what we're supposed to do, but I made a statement of like, well, we're just called to plant seeds. And she said, no, we're not. We are not called just to plant seeds. And I'm so thankful to have close friends and mentors in my life that will continue to disciple me. For those that aren't Christians, it's evangelism. We go out, we share the gospel and the good news of Jesus Christ. But once that person becomes a Christian, now the discipleship part takes over. And I'm thankful to have those in my life that maybe they don't even realize they're discipling me in that moment. And that changed my whole thinking that just a few days ago. And it's given me a fresh new attitude of, yes, we need to plant seeds. We do. We need to plant seeds. We need, and you know what? Sometimes it's not our responsibility to see that seed grow. We just plant it so the next person can come along. And then that person continues. But we are commanded, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, why didn't I even think of that? It's right above our door. I put from here to the world. It's our way of saying go and make disciples of all nations. Right on the studio door when you walk in. I'm very intentional about this little desk that we speak from every morning, that we reach people all over the world. And we have fun and we talk about our community, but the main purpose of what we do is to share the good news of Jesus Christ. We are called to go and make. We're not asked. We're not saying, would you just do it? No, we are commanded and called to go and make disciples. Not only of Huntsville, not only of Walker County, not only in Texas, not only in our little world, but all across the globe, every nation, and to baptize them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Josh, when she spoke that over me, man, I'm telling you, that was something that was powerful, and we need to be confident and bold in what we believe so that we can go and share the good news with the truth for people in our lives. I know you've had a lot of people that have spoken over you and helped you along your journey. But man, that's important.
It is. Accountability is really important, and having someone to be there to correct you when you are not walking correctly is such a blessing. Like in scripture, we see that Jesus says, or not Jesus, but in the Proverbs, he says, actually, I think it's in one of the letters in the New Testament, but it says like God disciplines those he loves, and that God corrects those he loves too, because God wants us to be holy. God wants us to walk with him, and to, like, God desires holiness. Like, there is something about holiness that attracts God, and God wants us to be holy. God picks us up, and he's the one who makes us holy, but without God we can't be holy. But God wants us to be holy, but he's in a way, like, he's not putting this expectation on us, but he is, because he's not putting the expectation on us specifically for us to work and be holy, but he's putting the expectation of allowing him to work in us to be holy.
Yeah, that's right, man. It's good. And we just need to be reminded of that every step of the day. And you can't be offended. You can't get upset, because if you get upset or get offended, then all of a sudden, guess what happens? You're taking focus off of him and you're making it all about you. When you have a trusted friend and someone in your life that has spoke into your life and they want to correct you, boy, be thankful for that. Be grateful that you have somebody in your life that is challenging you. And it's okay. It's okay as a Christian to get it wrong. But be open to people who want to help you get it right. Speaking of getting it right, our buddy Jim Beam on with us this morning. Jim Beam joining us here on the show. Good morning to you. Hey, he sent me a message this morning, said, you got to weigh into work. He's always looking out for the next guy. And Jim, we love you, buddy. Thank you. Autumn Wheaton on with us this morning saying, good morning, Huntsville family. It's great to see you. Autumn has been a longtime supporter of this program for many, many years. And Autumn, I say many, many, Josh, like it's this, like we've been on for a decade.
Yeah.
Many years. Is it valid to say many, many years if we've only been doing it for 3 years? Is that okay?
That is okay. I think it's crazy that you have 774 episodes.
Oh, that's nuts, man.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that people like Autumn have been with us through many of those. So thank you, Autumn. We love you and your husband and your family. Quentin Glaze, good morning. Jamie Saucier, Quentin's been with us. Jamie's been with us for forever. Jamie, come by the studio, man. I miss seeing you.
Yeah, we miss you.
Come in and hang out with us. We got these two lonely seats over here just waiting. One of them's waiting for Jamie to come in here and sit with us. So come back, Jamie. You're always welcome. Check this out. Kevin Hawthorne. Is Kevin new? Kevin may be new to do you know Kevin?
I do not.
Kevin is joining us this morning from Lakeland, Florida. There's a perfect example right above the door. It says, go from here to the world. And here we are in little old Huntsville. And we got someone joining us from Lakeland, Florida. You ever been to Florida, Josh?
Yes, sir.
You have?
Twice.
Oh, excuse me.
Daytona Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Youth camp.
Did y'all go to a NASCAR over there?
No, but we went to Orlando to, what's it called? Universal Studios.
Was that pretty cool?
It was. I rode the Velocicoaster. It's really, really cool.
When I hear of those theme parks, I think that there's no way. Like, for us now with like children and all that, and I like even think about guys like Pastor Jason, man, I'm sitting here complaining about 2. He's got 10. So basically plus 2, that's 12. That ain't cheap.
No, it's not.
It's like I heard a guy, that cost a lot. Jennifer Augustinetti joining us this morning. Jennifer saying it's a thankful Thursday. I'm thankful for just waking up. It's the small things, man. That's what we want to remind you on this show. It's the small things that sometimes we get so bent out of shape and we overlook that, you know what, today may not be the day, but at least you woke up. Don't ever fall into that trap saying, I wish I wouldn't have woken up today, because that is not a good place to be. You have a plan and a purpose. Jennifer, thanks for reminding us. Jay Elms joining us this morning. Brother Jay, on the show today. Jay, always good to see you. I met Jay through HLI Class 42, the greatest class ever. All these other classes, Huntsville Leader Institute, they always say, oh, the best class ever. And we're like, man, we're going to think different. We're going to rip one out of Apple's page, and we're going to say the greatest class ever. So, Jay, good to see you this morning. Speaking of think different, I watched a movie last night, Josh. I left here, surprisingly, at 3 o'clock and got out of here, went home. Bridget has the children down in the Woodlands with Aunt Jacqueline and her babies because they're all going to some, I don't even know what they do, which is fine by me. Sometimes Dad don't need to know everything, and I'm cool with that. I think they're at some flip factory, what do you call it, gymnastics thing this morning or something. So the children are gone. So I got a little bit of a rest yesterday. Bridget is off the rest of this week, and then she goes back to work next week. But she took the children, and I was just sitting there yesterday, man, and I started thinking, man, I really miss my wife because of how much she does for us. Not because of what she did, but I just missed her. And sometimes I take for granted all that she does. And so I'm looking around. So what am I going to eat? I don't have a truck. I didn't really want to DoorDash. I'll get into that in a moment. So I go to the fridge, and what do I find? Cheese sticks. See, here's your bachelor meal, even though I'm not a bachelor anymore. Josh, this is what I used to do, and I had to do it last night. I found the cheese sticks. Are you a cheese stick kind of guy?
I love cheese sticks.
Oh, man, I eat up all the kids' cheese sticks.
Yeah.
And then I looked over, and what did I see? A tortilla, a bunch of them. I said, oh, man, I know what I'm going to do. I took cheese sticks, wrapped them up in a tortilla, 2 of them, put them in the microwave for like 45 seconds, and made me a cheese wrap. All right. Then I go to the pantry. You know how sometimes you just sit there over the pantry and you look up and down, you're trying to figure out what to do. I did that for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and I looked down, kind of hidden back on one of the shelves is macaroni and cheese for the children.
Ooh.
And I see the box of macaroni and cheese, like the good box, the
Crafts.
really, the really cheesy one, you know, the thick, cheesy noodles. But then I look at the instructions, and it was like, you know, you got to bring the water to a boil, and then you got to add butter, and then you got to add milk. And I was like, no, man, I don't feel like doing all that.
Did you not have the microwave one?
I looked over, and I had the microwave one.
Oh.
The little bowls
Yeah.
that you have to put on top of a paper towel or a plate because they always boil over and get mess all in the microwave. So I popped that in. I was like, all right, good. And then I looked in the refrigerator and I saw this half-eaten jar of H-E-B brand mild salsa. And I remembered in that moment that I had the H-E-B tortilla chips half-eaten. I said, man, I'm going to have me a great meal tonight. Cheesy roll-ups, mac and cheese, and chips and salsa. I topped it off with the Dr. Pepper Zero. I ate all that. I put on Amazon. The first thing that showed up was the Steve Jobs movie. I love all those IT type movies and movies that are historical in nature and that tell stories about other people. And I've already seen the newest one 1 million times. Ashton Kutcher's in it. He did a great job in that movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it, by the way. Tells the story of Apple. There's some pieces they missed out about how Apple stole from Xerox, but we won't get into that. Did you know that, Josh? I will get into it. Did you know that?
The Apple stole from...
What's that thing that you move around to make the mouse pointer move? What's that device called on a computer to make the pointer move?
A mouse?
Yes, a mouse. Apple wants to claim to fame that they invented that. They didn't. In fact, the images that you see on your screen, it's called a GUI, graphic user interface. Here's a little IT nerd for you for a moment. Apple did not invent that, although they like to say that they did. They may have polished it and made it a lot better back in '84, but they certainly did not invent it. Steve Jobs went to Xerox. Xerox, the printer people, were the ones that invented the modern day GUI, the GUI that we see now in modern day. The screen with the mouse. Xerox invented that. Now, that movie didn't talk about that. Other movies that portray Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and all this do, but that movie, they didn't talk about how Steve went into Xerox and stole the idea. And then Steve throws a fit at Bill Gates at Microsoft saying, they stole our product. You all stole from each other, man.
Yeah.
So anyways, I watch the movie, I like it, but I pass out the final 30 minutes and I wake up and I go into the bedroom. And I mean, it's still pretty early. It's probably like 9 o'clock. That's early for a lot. I mean, we usually try to get in bed by 9:30, but by this time I'd already had my excellent meal. The reason I brought up my wife is because if she was there, that would have not been the meal. It would have been a delicacy that we get to enjoy every night. She cooks phenomenal. Well, here's the problem, Josh. I lay down, it's 9 o'clock, and that meal did not fill me up. And so what did I do? The one thing that I sought out to avoid, I gave into. DoorDash, because I don't have my truck. I knew that Chipotle would be closing at 10 o'clock. I had about 15 minutes to order, and so I order Chipotle. I'm not promoting them. I'm just telling you what I did. I ordered Chipotle last night. Terrible decision because I ate that right as I was going to bed. The joy of life.
I don't like door dashing from that place.
It's expensive, man.
Well,
it was $25 just for me to get a $18 bowl.
Oh my goodness.
But I couldn't, I was hungry.
Wait, $18?
Yeah, $18 bowl, yeah.
Why?
With the taxes and fees, and then on top of that, even more fees for the DoorDash, and then you have to tip. You cannot, I would feel terrible asking a DoorDash to come to my house all the way in the back part of our neighborhood. It takes 12 minutes just to get through the neighborhood when it takes 12 minutes to go anywhere else in Huntsville.
Yeah.
It's a little bit less than that. But there's no way, man. I'm going to tip, and I'm going to tip them. I'm not going to give them, like $20 or $10 even. I'll give them a few bucks, but I have to tip. I'm not going to cheat people driving all the way out there because they don't make that much on DoorDash anyways.
But what'd you put in your bowl?
I don't know. I loaded it up, man, with like chicken, which was, well, here's the deal. It was supposed to be steak, and apparently I get a message. I don't hear it because I tend to turn off my notifications and forget about them. So then I get a call that says DoorDash, and she's like, oh, they don't have steak. No, you know what her first message was? Are you not getting my messages? Like, we need to have a little customer service 101.
Why'd you tip then?
Well, she ended up being nice. It's just, sometimes you just got to whatever. So she's like, are you not checking your messages? I said, no, my phone's off. They don't have steak. I was like, okay, well, that ain't my fault. Quit getting angry at me. I said, I'll take chicken. I should have been like, why didn't you make the executive decision to give me chicken? I didn't do that. So I think I paid extra for the steak, even though I got chicken. I didn't complain about it, whatever. But then I like to add on avocado. It's like a $3 surcharge. Guacamole. That's ridiculous, man.
Guess what? I can make guacamole from scratch. A big bowl that will feed 3 or 4 big guys. Like big guys. I'm not saying like.
Not like me. You're talking about me, but bigger.
Maybe bigger, yeah. But it will fill you up without anything else for $13.
Nice.
And
$3 for a scoop at this particular establishment.
Yeah. So I no longer get guac from that establishment.
But then guess what? I decided to add queso. That's another upcharge. So I added all these.
Goodness.
Yes, I was hungry. I started adding in. And it's one of those that whenever they crimp the foil on the top, it doesn't even fit. I eat all of that right before I go to sleep. Surprisingly, I didn't wake up. But anyways, that was my night last night. So, well, hey, we're going to take a break. We'll go back to music and programming here on Spirit Radio, and maybe a little game. Maybe I'll have a game for Josh for a change this morning, since it's just Josh and I. We are here. By the way, underwriting support for this program is made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers, online by appointment at elliotsjewelers.com. And also First Baptist Church, a harbor of hope. If you're looking for churches, we have 42 of them in our community. But you can also check us out here at FBC. Website is fbchuntsville.org. Hey, what is today? The 2nd? 3rd is tomorrow. Parade tomorrow night. Is that right, Josh? Today's the 2nd.
Yeah.
Parade tomorrow night. 4th of July parade downtown. 4th of July celebration gets underway at 4 o'clock Saturday down at the park. And be a part of what's going on here in Huntsville. We'll take a break. More to come on social media. If you'd like to stay with the show, follow us online. The show is on Hello Huntsville. We'll be back in a moment. It is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville here on a Thankful Thursday.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. Hey friend, Rob Hipp here. I want to take a moment and brag on my friends at Elliott's Jewelers. If you're celebrating a milestone anniversary, they have a beautiful 14-karat yellow gold past, present, and future diamond ring that really tells the story right. There's 3 natural diamonds. They represent where you've been, where you are, and what's still ahead together. And that's what I love about Elliott's. They're not just helping you to buy jewelry, they're helping you mark an important moment in your life and help to make memories. And if maybe that specific ring, it's not the one for you, well, they have a large selection to help you find something that fits your story. Hey, go to their website. You can set up a private appointment online. It's Elliott'sJewelers.com.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Welcome back at it. Today is National. Oh, man, what is today?
July 2nd.
Well, I know the date, but it's National something. What is it?
I know tomorrow is when they wrote the Declaration, right?
Man, I just remember it's National I Forgot Day.
Oh.
it's National I Forgot Day. I forget a lot of stuff, Josh, and that's why we have a new game for you this morning since it's just you and I. You ready for this?
Yes.
And we're just going to go off of me counting in my head, okay? But I'm going to ring a bell if you run out of time. The game is called 3 in 3. You have to name 3 things in 3 seconds of something I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Now, it may be easy. It may be hard. You have the brain of Rainmaker, where you just remember everything. So you're probably going to be pretty good at this, Josh. But new game called 3 in 3, the I Forgot Day edition. You ready for this one?
Yes.
All right, Josh. Name 3 things people forget before leaving the house.
Keys, phone, wallet.
You got it. You were right at 3. And you know what? Those are the exact 3 things. Nice. Did you pull this up also?
No.
All right, question 2. Name 3 things people forget at the grocery store.
Guac. Tomatoes. Oh, dang it.
No. Milk, bread, and eggs. See, it's a little difficult, right?
Yeah.
All right. Name 3 things people forget in the car.
Phone, wallet, keys.
You were right there. I was about to ring it. The other answers could have, and no answer's really wrong. But sunglasses, drink, and groceries. All right.
Okay.
I think what we can do, we can like give you a point if it's actually on this list. Everything that you mentioned that's on my list, you get a point. If you don't, you don't get any points, but it's okay. All right. But we ain't worried about that. This will be for a future game. All right. Name 3 things kids forget to do.
Wash their hands, shower.
Brush teeth, homework, and clean room. 3 things they forget to do. All right. On the flip side, name 3 things that adults forget to do.
Brush their teeth, go to bed, and shower.
See, it originally was going to be 5 seconds, but that's too long. Josh got 2. Adults forget to pay bills.
Okay.
Answer texts. I don't forget. I just get wrapped up, and then I do forget, and make appointments.
I didn't get 2.
Huh?
I said none of those.
Well, you said 2 though within 3 seconds,
right.
yeah, but you didn't get any. All right, name 3 things that people forget to charge.
Their phones, their iPads, their wallets. Not wallets. Their glasses.
They forget to charge their wallets.
Their Apple Watch.
You got one of them, phone. Laptop and earbuds were the other 2 that were on that list. Name 3 important dates, Josh, that people forget.
Can I still guess?
Yeah, you can guess, but you didn't even get one in 3 seconds.
Their anniversary.
That was one of them. Birthdays and appointments, the other two that were on that list.
Okay.
All right, name 3 things people forget when packing for a trip.
Underwear, sunscreen, and glasses.
Socks, maybe underwear, toothbrush, charger, and socks were on my list. Name 3 excuses people give when they forget.
I forgot to water my dog. I forgot to wash the plants.
I was busy. I didn't see it. I thought I did. All right, and the final one here, Josh. Name 3 places people lose their phone.
Car, church. Okay, I'm out.
Couch, car, bathroom.
Oh, dang it.
All right, and then name 3 things you personally forgot this week. I won't put a timer, but can you think of 3 things that you forgot this week, Josh? No timer.
Yeah, I forgot one of the days because I'm sleeping at Bears this week. I forgot all my clothes at my house, and then another day I forgot my dirty clothes at Bear's house. So those are 2 things, and then I don't know.
I forgot to mow the lawn. If you drove up this morning, you probably saw the lawn.
It wasn't that bad.
That's pretty bad. It's like, here's the neighbors, and then here's mine.
No, it's not that big.
Well, the camera makes it look bigger. But it's, yeah, they've all mowed theirs 2 or 3 times since I've mowed mine last. I forgot to mow the lawn. I don't know what else I forgot, Josh. I forgot what I forgot. Well, hey, we're gonna wrap it up today. A little bit of a shorter show. Josh and I have a few things to take care of before 9 o'clock this morning, and so Jason's out today. He is with his son, who is doing all the fun summer stuff, getting ready. See, it's like you're out of school for the summer, out of college for the summer, but then you're getting ready for the next semester in the middle of the summer, right?
Yeah, yesterday, actually, I went back to the college, and I got all my classes figured out for my mass comm department. And so I might have to take a summer class next summer, and so that's something sad.
All right, Josh. Well, we appreciate you. A fun one here today. Come Sunday, 10:45, right here to First. We'd love to have you and come and be a part of what the Lord is doing here at First Baptist Church. You can go online, fbchuntsville.org for more information. Hey, and by the way, I've made a challenge to people. We have still not sold any flags. Only one, and it was the one that I bought. Pre-order your flag. I guarantee this is going to end up being one of the premier events here in Huntsville, and it's not about the event itself. It's about honoring loved ones, and all of us. Raise your hand out there if you have a loved one in your life. I think we can all raise our hand. We want these flags to be purchased so we can order in bulk and save money. $49 for a flag. It's not about the money. The biggest thing is it's about honoring a loved one. These will be placed in the field. You'll be able to see it from I-45 right there in front of the Hearts Veterans Museum Vietnam Memorial Wall. Could be a military first responder or just a hero in your life. Purchase your flags now, herofilled.org. Proceeds benefit Spirit 94.3 and Hearts Veterans Museum. That will be taking place Veterans Day week. They will be on display with your loved one's name and picture if you wish. Again, herofilled.org. Purchase those flags today. That will wrap it up. We'll be back at it tomorrow and close out the week with Billy Cawthon, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. For now, though, I'll wrap it up with this. We're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there today needs you. We'll see you back at it 7:30, bright and early. Until then, good morning. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow. See you, Josh.
See you.